Do mice really love cheese? It's a question as old as time, but where did it originate? You've seen it in cartoons where a piece of cheese is the ultimate mouse bait. Movies and literature aren't immune to this trope either. The image is so pervasive it's almost impossible to picture a mouse without a block of cheese nearby. But how did this idea become so deeply rooted in our collective consciousness? It's a fascinating tale indeed. So how did this myth become so ingrained in our culture? Let's delve into its origin. The myth of mice loving cheese traces back to a time when food storage was not as sophisticated as it is today. Picture the medieval era, a time when refrigeration was a dream yet to be conceived. Cheese, a staple in many households, was often stored in a pantry or a larder, out in the open, accessible to all sorts of critters. And who could resist such an easy, protein-rich target? Certainly not the mice. They would sneak into these storage areas, nibbling on the cheese, and hence leaving behind the infamous evidence of their midnight snacking. This recurring sight led people of the time to draw a simple conclusion. Mice must love cheese. After all, why else would they keep coming back for it? It was a reasonable assumption, given the circumstances, but does this observation from the past hold up with our current understanding of mice dietary preferences? Modern science and pet care studies tell us a different story about our tiny rodent friends. You see, mice are more gourmands than we've given them credit for. Their culinary preferences lean more towards foods that are high in sugar content. Think along the lines of fruits and grains rather than a slab of pungent cheddar. Contrary to the popular imagery of mice nibbling on a large piece of cheese, it's not their first pick. Why, you ask? Well, the answer lies in their tiny noses. Mice have an acute sense of smell, and cheese, particularly the types often represented in cartoons and media, has a strong, overpowering aroma. This can be off-putting for our little whiskered friends, steering them towards milder, sweeter options. So it turns out mice don't really love cheese after all. It's a myth, busted by the light of science and observation. Today we've travelled back in time and debunked the age-old myth. Mice, contrary to popular belief, do not love cheese. We've traced the roots of this misconception, born from a time when cheese was a common household food item. Modern science, however, painted a different picture, revealing a mouse's preference for grains, fruits and insects over cheese. Thank you for joining us on this myth-busting journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe for more intriguing explorations. Until next time, keep questioning.